Hi guys, Mr. Fleming here. Let's go ahead and begin our model. Today we are finding central idea. So as always, we need to identify what we're being asked to do here. So as I look up here at the top, I see that we are circling what the central idea is. So our first one here is it all about the United States government and how it protects people and nature? Is it nature is all around us and we should appreciate it, or is the central idea trying to tell us preservers are places that protect plants and animals from human activities? And then at the bottom, we have to identify what are some details that support that central idea. So let's take a look at the text here. Our text is saying a protected place for plants and animals. So I can always look at our text features, our titles, our headings, illustrations, whatever it is that can help us identify what's this text mainly about. So what's the central idea? A protected place for plants and animals. So looking here, I see the word protects in one of my central idea options, as well as in the third option I see. So I need to read a little bit more to identify what is this text mainly about. So as of right now, I think it's going to be possibly one or three, just based off the title. So let's go ahead and read the text. A nature preserve is something called a reserve or a park. It is a place that is protected from harmful human development. Plants are free to thrive as they naturally would, and animals are free to roam. Natural features such as rock formations and bodies of water are protected from damage. Within this carefully managed area, places and animals populations can hold steady or even grow. Governments or private groups protect nature preserves by limiting or controlling human visitor actions. Hunting, fishing, hiking, and camping may be allowed in some preserves. In others, these activities are prohibited. So let's take a look at the options here that we have. So I noticed that the heading alone is saying protected place for plants and animals. What is this protected place that they're talking about? It is called a nature preserve. So this text is talking about nature preserves and what does it do for animals and plants. So looking at our central idea options here, is it all about the United States government and how it protects people and nature? Well, I know the last paragraph is talking about that, but it also ties in with nature preserves. So this text is all about nature preserves and how it protects animals and plants, not about how the government protects people and nature. So that's not going to be our central idea. What about the next option here? Nature is all around us and we should appreciate it. Well, I'm sure that the author would probably want us to believe that same type of point of view. Nature is all around us and we should appreciate it. I'm sure that the author of this text wants us to believe that based off his or her writing here. However, again, I know that this text is all about what? Nature preserve. Remember, I can find the central idea at the beginning and at the end of paragraphs. And you can see it begins with a nature preserve. So that has to be the central idea. So it's not going to be the second one, it's going to be the third one here. And I'm going to circle that. Nature preserves are places that protects plants and animals from human activities. This text right here is all about nature preserves and how it protects animals and plants. So I'm going to write, how do I know this? In this box here, how do I know it's all about that? Well, I have some evidence here at the beginning talking about nature preserves, and also I see that animals are free to roam, plants are free to thrive. So that's more proof that it protects plants and animals from human activities. And that human activity piece can be found down at the bottom here. These activities. It protects nature preserves by limiting controlling human visitor actions. That's proof that it is the central idea. I have a lot of evidence here to prove that that's the central idea. Let's take a look at our details. What details go with nature preserves are places that protect plants and animals from human activities? Well, let's look at this first one. Nature preserves are a place that protect from harmful human development. Does that support? Yeah, it's not talking about plants and animals, but don't forget that one part of the central idea is talking about human activities. That's the same as saying harmful human development. So, yes, that is a supported detail because of the human activities piece. What about animals are free to roam? Is that a supporting detail that nature preserves are places that protect plants and animals? Yes, it is. Because animals are free to roam, that means that they are protected in the text. Animals are free to roam. So that is also a detail that supports the central idea. What about governments protect nature preserves by limiting or controlling human visitors and actions? Hmm. Well, that does support because it's talking about how nature governments protect nature preserves from human visitor actions. So that does support because of that word protect. And now I'm rethinking some things here. Animals are free to roam. They are free to roam, but why are they free to roam? They're free to roam because of their protectiveness. They're being protected. So that this detail does not say animals are free to roam because they are protected in nature preserves. So I'm rethinking this one because animals are free to roam doesn't necessarily completely support that central idea. So I am going to cross that one out. And it looks like our details are going to be detail 1 and detail 3. This is Mr. Fleming. You may go ahead and move on to your we do with your partner today.